Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the JUKEBOX Time Machine. This week we've landed in 1978, the week of the 14th to the 20th of August. So let's jump straight into the UK top 10 from that week and see what was hot in the summer of 78. And at number 10 is one of a few songs in this week's top 10 that I'm not familiar with. It's Northern Lights by Renaissance. This was the song's peak position in the chart, only peaking into the top 10 for 1 week. At number 9 is our only sniff of punk wafting into the top 10. It's Sham 69 with The Kids Are United. Again, this was the track's peak position where it held on for 2 weeks before dropping out the top 10. It managed 8 weeks in the top 40. This is another one of those songs that I don't know. At number 8, it's City Boy with 5705. This odd little number hit its peak here after reaching number 9 2 weeks earlier, then dropping out the top 10 again last week. Stayed here for 1 week only before dropping from the top 10 again, and it spent 10 weeks in the top 40. At number 7, it's Boogie Oogie Oogie by A Taste of Honey. This funky disco song hit its peak a week earlier at number 3 and was in the top 10 for 6 weeks.
I pounded the road from coast to coast, Yorkie and me rolling on. 'Cause a long day's run can be short on fun without Yorkie to help me along. Good, rich and thick, a milk chocolate brick, each bite a chunky big mouthful. Yorkie's the shape that real milk chocolate ought to be. So when I still that big old mill, there's plenty more in store for me from that chunky bar of mine.
Roundtree's Yorkie, chunky milk chocolate, or peanuts in milk chocolate.
At number 6 is my favourite song of this week's top 10, Forever Autumn by Justin Hayward. This track from the War of the Worlds musical would climb up 1 place to number 5 next week, but dropped again after that, spending 4 weeks in the top 10 and 11 weeks in the top 40.
The winter winds will be much colder. Now you're not here.
And at number 5 is Boney M with Rivers of Babylon, and at number 4 it's Darts with It's Raining. This is another song I don't recognise. It would hit its peak at number 2 a couple of weeks later and spent a decent 6 weeks in the top 10. Yet another song I've never heard until this week, it's Clout at number 3 with Substitute, my favourite new discovery from this week's chart. It reached number 2 for the previous 2 weeks and was on its descent here. It spent 6 weeks in the top 10.
On wine, get a King Kong together. It's a hot, hot day, really ice cream weather. On wine, King Kong's dairy flavor made with butter and cream. It's the taste of summer weather. King Kong, 3 exciting flavors: vanilla and hazelnuts, mint and real chocolate flakes, chocolate and more hazelnuts. A King Kong's unwind in any weather, in country or town. You can unwind the summer on
The Lions made make 'em with the greatest flavor ever. King Kong.
And at number 2, it's the Grease mega hit You're the One That I Want by John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Tell me about it, stud.
This was the week that the song dropped to number 2 after a 9-week stint in the number 1 slot. It spent 15 weeks in the top 10 and 20 weeks in the top 40. And finally, the song that knocked Danny and Sandy off the top spot was the classic Commodores ballad 3 Times a Lady. This song went on to hog the position for 5 weeks before dropping down to number 2. It spent 8 weeks in the top 10, but just 11 in the top 40.
And I love you.
And my forgotten gem this week is Jeff Wayne's soundtrack album for his War of the Worlds musical. And I know some of you will be shouting that isn't forgotten, but I assume a lot of younger people might not know it, and it's a personal favourite of mine, despite it terrifying me as a child. I highly recommend everyone give it a go at least once to experience its proggy brilliance. And that's it for this week. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more UK Top 10 countdowns from the past. Take care and see you in the next episode.
Next on Thames, another case for Dan August, starring Burt Reynolds.
The Philly Shave Cordless is a shaver you can depend on when you're on holiday.
Wo ist die Elektrizität? No Elektrizität, monsieur.
The Philly Shave Cordless runs on batteries, yet it shaves close and clean because of the famous rotary heads. Start your holiday ride with a shave you can depend on. The Philly Shave Cordless.
Here, Schubert. What? Coming down the beer cellar? I haven't finished my symphony. Come on! A little Cronenberg will loosen your cord. Now you struck the right note.
Cronenberg Lager. It's given Europe more pleasure than almost anything.
Here, Schubert, what about your unfinished symphony?
What about my unfinished Cronenberg, huh?
Now here's Burt Reynolds as Dan August, and this week's case is called The Assassin.